All right, I just jumped off my bike here. I'm out here biking in southern Utah. It's actually my neighborhood, and it is an amazing day. It's probably about 85 degrees right now, and I got a late start, but it doesn't matter. You get it done, and you've got to ask yourself, why are you training? And what are you training? So why usually gets us going? Why? Well, because I'm not feeling great about being sluggish. I'm not feeling great about just sitting around, letting my health decline. Because at a certain point, you start to notice. You start to go, gosh, I'm feeling less energetic than I used to when I was exercising. And you just feel yourself declining. It's not huge. You're still getting up. You're going to work. You're doing your thing, right? But you still feel yourself slipping a bit. So then you start to exercise again, because we have a certain threshold, right? When our threshold gets there and we're like, all right, I got to do something. And then you start again, the why sticks with you anywhere from 3 weeks to 3 months. And at that point, you're like, I can't remember again. Can't remember why I started. My life is super busy. I've got an extra one more busy thing in my already jam-packed life. And I'm like, I can't remember. So it helps to know what you're training. What are you training for? What are you training exactly? Here's what I say, and here's what keeps my mind engaged. I am training my mind to stay focused on training my body. And what I mean by that is I'm looking for signs that I'm actually improving. I'm looking for little markers, little benchmarks that I'm hitting that makes me go, oh yeah, that is what's possible for me. And that's all we're chasing. Seriously, we're just chasing what's possible for us at this age, at this stage in our lives, with this, chaos going on in our life, at this stage in our career, and this stage in raising a family, and this stage after raising a family. Like, we've never lived this day before, nor have we ever been this person with these experiences and these little tidbits of wisdom that we picked up along the way as we've conquered our challenges. So when I'm out training, like I'm 52 right now, okay? So I'm actually training my heart rate. When you train your heart rate, you're doing multiple things at the same time. One of the things that you do when you train your heart rate is that you are training your metabolic system. So a super high heart rate in a sprint also turns on your fat burning hormones. What does that do for you? Well, it maximizes your body's potential to burn the fat calories that would otherwise store on your body. And if you get to a certain point in that training process, not only do you burn the calories that you're consuming, but you're also burning the fat calories that have been stored on your body. So now your body is a fat burning machine 16 hours after the workout for women and 24 hours after the workout for men. Yes, ask me how I know, because that's how I transformed my body 8 dress sizes smaller 13 years ago, and I continue to do it all the way through menopause, right? It is a big deal to maximize your potential, to maximize what your body is capable of doing. And so I do that by managing my heart rate. So I'm going to switch hands here if I can without dropping this. My hands are shaking from the ride. But I've got my heart rate monitor on, right? Super simple. I don't have a Garmin. My husband has the Garmin, and so he wears it when we go out together. But mine's just a Polar. And I just track my heart rate. And I'm trying to get my heart rate 40 points below maximal heart rate. So maximal heart rate is 220 minus your age, and then take another 20 points off of that. And guess what? When you hit that, every time you're in a fat burning state, hit it. You're not going to stay there for very long, really, unless you're trying to do a marathon heart rate. That's fine. But it's probably going to be short-lived to be that high, and you can be within that 20 points of the maximal heart rate too. So that's just for safety for beginners to take 40 points off, but you got another 20 points easily to be able to hit that maximal heart rate and really max out your body's potential to burn fat after the workout. So literally my brain is on what I'm doing. I'm not like, whoa, waiting for the workout to be over. If you're doing that, you need to find a different workout that holds your attention, that is interesting to you, something that you'll do and that you'll love for any length of time. So right now, bike riding is doing it for me. And I'm on the backside of this neighborhood, and I don't know if you can see, but I got hills upon hills coming up up ahead, and I love them. I sprint the hills. I go faster when a hill shows up, and I get to the top of the hill as quickly as possible. My heart rate has totally maxed out. I know I'm in a fat burning state, so my metabolism is like, wake up, let's go. And then I recover, because if you don't recover, you can't sprint, right? So make sure you get plenty of recovery time. And that's a whole nother analogy for another video. But if you are serious about maximizing your time and remembering, staying engaged in what you started, you know why. That's not a mystery why we need to stay engaged in what we're doing, but what are you doing? What are you doing? Because that's going to matter to keep your mind engaged in the workout, so you stick with it. You need to create a sustainable program for yourself, something that you're like, I love this, I'm maximizing it, 30 minutes, I'm done, get on with your busy life. It's how you stay engaged. So maximize your potential today. Go out and do what you know you can do to stay engaged and maximize your potential and see what you're really all about, because that's how you live your life fired up. Here we go.